cultural icon for Latinos in the Boston area. Her remarkable utilization of the power of the arts and culture has been instrumental in uniting the community and fostering awareness of the importance of diversity. So we're pleased to have them to set up the parade before we have the rest of the performance people coming in. So without further ado, Veronica, take it away.
Nice. One last thing.
That's what? Oh.
Wakefield. We are the first and only all-women mariachi in the whole region of New England, and we're here for you. Okay, I want you to do Ahua! Ahua! Come on, Wakefield! Ahua! Are you ready to get loud? Yes! Happy 4th of July! And this goes like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the 73rd Annual 4th of July Parade in Wakefield, Massachusetts. I'm Brian Augusta.
And I'm Christina Smars.
And we're happy to providing commentary and announcing today's parade this lovely Friday evening in lively downtown Wakefield. It's estimated that around 75,000 people travel to our little suburb just north of Boston every year to watch the festivities.
That's right. People of every age and background come together to celebrate what unites us: community, freedom, and the enduring promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That's right. The Independence Day Parade has a long history here in Wakefield. It was going all the way back to 1922. And in 1952, it was named the best in New England by Boston newspapers.
That's awesome.
We're not sure when the traditions of locals started, where they're reserving their spots along the route began, but every year you see the chairs and the do not cross tape lining the sidewalks, and it reminds you that parade day is coming.
Some people get them out there as soon as March.
Yeah.
Starting out, we'd like to first say a great big thank you to everyone who makes this parade possible every year. We appreciate the efforts of many individuals in our organizations, so many helpful friends and sponsors, and we will make sure to give them lots of shout outs during the parade, but we want to make sure to say thank you now. And of course, we'd also like to thank the current Wakefield Independence Day Committee, the organizers and producers of this event since 2014. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And speaking of thank yous, we're proud to note that the Independence Day Parade is partially supported by the town of Wakefield's Economic Development Council through the CASE grant program. Big thank you to them as well.
So we'll be getting going in just a moment or two, but we encourage you to reach out during the parade.
Yes.
Can they reach out?
They can text WCATPARADE to 44-321.
Shoot us some information, let us know what you're seeing, let us know how things are going, and enjoy the parade today.
Oh my God, we made it from Bristol all the way here.
And that is a donation line.
That's a donation link. You can also let us know how you're doing, but money's better.
Right now we're enjoying Veronica Robles here at the booth.
Over here, over here. Yeah. And we have Sarah and Beatriz and Dominic here. So as I said, we are the first and only all-women mariachi band in the whole New England region. See? Okay. So now, if you have hips, do you have hips? If you have hips and you feel like it, you can stand up and swing your hips side to side. Okay, feel free to do that. It's very easy. And if you don't want to stand up, just go with your hands like that, and you can always clap. Are we ready? Yes. 1, 2, 1. Look at that boy. He knows how to swing. Yes. Jump, 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 jump. Go down, go down. You go down, boy. Come on. Yes, yes, you got it. Ya vine de donde andaba. Se me concedió volver. A mí se me afiguraba que no te volveré a ver. Pareces amapolita cortada al amanecer. Pareces amapolita cortada al amanecer. Sí, porque vengo de lejos, me llega la luz del día, se me acequia tu esperanza, le pasó lo que a la mía, por andar en la vagancia perdí el amor que tenía. Por andar en la vagancia perdí el amor que tenía. Happy for Wakefield. Estrellita reluciente de la nube colorada,
Fantastic. Again, that is female mariachi singer, musician, and Latin American folklore dancer and choreographer Veronica Robles, who has transcended her trade to become a cultural icon for Latinos in the Boston area.
She's unbelievable, and her remarkable utilization of the power of the arts and culture has been instrumental in uniting communities and fostering awareness and the importance of diversity. She's also one of the only female mariachi bands in the nation, I believe.
In the country.
In the country. That's
and we're
awesome.
getting an exclusive concert right here.
Yep. We're really lucky to have her kicking off the parade. We're going to be starting in just a little bit. And the first Wakefield parade,
yes,
1922.
1922?
Yep.
That's right.
The precursor to the Chamber of Commerce thought that the parade would be a good way to bring people into town. Colonel E.J. Gihon?
I think it's Gihon.
He was the first chairman of the parade.
That's right. And in 1930, it was the 300th anniversary, give or take a year or two, of Wakefield as a town.
So wow, Wakefield is almost 500 years old.
Well, almost. So actually, Wakefield was actually Lynn Village in 1638 when it was settled. And then in 1644, it was actually Reading.
Oh.
And then it split in 1812 to be South Reading, spelled R-E-D-D-I-N-G.
Okay.
Not Reading or reading.
Okay.
Like reading a book.
So it was a whole different place.
What's that?
It was a whole different place.
It was a whole different place. But now, since 1868, it's been called Wakefield. Do you know who it was named after? How they got the name?
George Wakefield.
Not George Wakefield.
No.
Cyrus Wakefield.
Ah, Cyrus Wakefield.
Who was known for producing rattan furniture.
Ah.
Yeah, that's right. That's that wicker furniture or carriages. He had a business here, and he donated the land that they constructed the town hall on. And so the town voted in his honor to name the town after him.
That's awesome. We've got some state troopers coming through right now. I hope nobody's speeding.
Put your hands together. Con sol y lluvia, lucho con fuerza. Por más de un año cortó madera, sembró la tierra. Que su pecho brilla una estrella de luz tan clara. Sol existe en su alma iluminada, porque en su pecho brilla una estrella de luz tan clara, que solo existe en su alma iluminada. Vive en su alma la idolatría, doña Paula su consentida, esa trigueña de henchidos pechos que noche a noche le da alegría. Cuatro pedazos de azul percala para el vestido de doña Paula, dicha enlatada para los niños que ha prometido llevar un día. Con sol y lluvia lucho con fuerza, por más de un año cortó madera, sembró la tierra, porque en su pecho brilla una estrella de luz tan clara, que solo existe en su alma iluminada, porque en su pecho brilla una estrella de luz tan clara, que solo existe en su alma iluminada. ¡Sí, señor! Gracias, gracias. Okay, one more time. We're gonna give you another chance to dance something really slow, like, you know, like side to side. Very important, the face, you have to go like this. So if you don't wanna stand up, you just go like, okay? 1, 2, 1. Grabé en la penca de un maguey tu nombre, unido pasado, como una prueba ante la ley del monte, que ahí estuvimos enamorados. Tú misma fuiste quien buscó la penca, la más bonita, la más esbelta. Y hasta dijiste que también grabara dos corazones con una flecha. Ahora dices que ya no te acuerdas, que nada es cierto, que son palabras. Yo estoy tranquila porque al fin de cuentas en nuestro idilio las pencas hablan. La misma noche que mi amor cambiaste, también cortaste aquella penca. Te imaginabas que si la veías, para ti sería como una afrenta. Se te olvidaba que el maguey sabía lo que juraste en nuestra noche, y que a su modo él también podía recriminarte con un reproche. No sé si creas las extrañas cosas que ven mis ojos, tal vez te asombres. Las pencas nuevas que al maguey le brotan vienen marcadas con nuestros nombres. ¡Sí, señor!
Thank you for those lovely applauses. Now, we're going to sing a song that I think most people have heard at some point in their life, because there was a commercial selling some snacks, Frito Bandito. I don't know if you ever remember that one. So, and it goes, ay, 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 ay. Come on. One more time. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores.
You recognize it? Okay, let's sing that song. Sing along, and it goes like this. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Come on, raise your arms and let's sing along. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Come on, your arms up. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando
heart happy. Isn't that beautiful? Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca. No se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Okay, let's try one more time. I'm gonna ask you to raise your arms. Come on, up. Everyone, up, side to side. You can do that, side to side. And sing along with me. Ready? Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. One more time. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Two more times, louder. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. The last time and louder. Ay, 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 ay. Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Sí, señor. How beautiful audience, appreciative audience. Almost there. Ya, chocolate. Put your hands together, come on. Everybody. Bam, 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 bam. Louder. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita una poca de gracia. Una poca de gracia y otra cosita. Y arriba, y arriba. Ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero por dignidad. Soy capitán, soy capitán. Come on. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Para subir al cielo se necesita una escalera grande y otra cosita. Y arriba, y arriba. Ay, arriba, y arriba, y arriba iré. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bam, 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 micrófono. Bam, 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 bam. Gracias.
Fantastic.
That was amazing.
Let's hear it for Veronica Robles Band.
Thank you, Veronica Robles,
Way to warm things up on a hot afternoon.
the only all-female mariachi band in New England or the United States.
In the world.
In the world.
Yeah. This side of the hemisphere. That was
I don't know if you
Veronica
can-
Robles. She was awesome.
She was awesome.
We always have our fire engines that are loud, probably drowning out the music of poor Miss Robles. That's okay.
So that is Dave Sidebottom, by the way, our master of Santa Marides. And you can hear in the background, I don't know if you can hear, the sirens.
We're all about to get pulled over.
That's right. Good thing we're sitting down.
Yep.
We currently have the police department leading the fire engines, and we'd like to thank
Coming up the road.
the police and the fire departments for donating their time for our parade today all throughout the town.
Before they come and we're drowned out, we'd like to say the Wakefield Independence Committee thanks the Wakefield Police and Fire Departments for all their work every year at the annual July 4th parade. And here they come.
And here they come, folks. We've even got somebody from Reading coming in. They've drafted some kids into the fire department. Got the junior fire department up on there. And the old hook and ladder. Truck 1.
Ladder 1.
And coming up now, we have the antique.
We have someone represented here as well.
Antique ladder carriage.
Yeah, is
The
this
Detono Engine 1.
That's John Detono and his fire.
That's powerful enough to carry 18 people. This looks like a 1950s unit.
Yep.
I'm going to guess.
Engine 4. Oh, and here we have the hook and ladder number 1. Is this?
Yes, this is the 1890 hand-drawn ladder carriage.
Yeah, this is Jim and Ann Ray of Littleton, Massachusetts. They're happy to share their 1890 hand-drawn ladder carriage. This unit is 16 feet long and was built by Concord Express Carriage Company in Concord, New Hampshire. It was once used by the Concord, New Hampshire Fire Department. This beauty is certainly no stranger to accolades. It's won numerous trophies. It's won the oldest ladder, the oldest apparatus, the most unique, and a handful of other titles along the way.
Jim and Ann are proud to show off this incredible piece of history to spread the word about fire department preservation. We give them a big thank you for being part of the parade today.
Oh, and here we have the Wakefield Parks and Rec coming through.
Wakefield Recreation Department. Huge shout out from closing rows and cleaning up, help make the biggest and best July 4th parade in the state. Thank you very much.
Yeah, they've got a big job making sure that the parade route stays clear, stays clean, and is ready for everybody to come on down to beautiful downtown Wakefield and celebrate the 4th.
The Wakefield DPW for stepping up in light of the recent, as you know, the recent work stoppage by Republic. And the Wakefield DPW folks went above and beyond to serve your needs in the absence of the contractors. So just wanted to make sure everybody give a big hand to the DPW.
Big hand for the TPW.
Well deserved, well deserved.
I'd like to mention again, if you'd like to make a donation.
There will be a little bit of a delay, but we'll get some other ones in terms of some honor guards.
To the parade, you can text WCAT PARADE, WCAT Parade.
They're from Littleton.
And text that to 44-321. 44321. Send any donations you'd like right along there.
This is a brief pause. Give you a little bit of a history about the Wakefield Parade.
So listen to Dave give a history of the parade.
At least 10 years, maybe 15. 1922 was actually the first 4th of July parade that was held. The precursor to the Chamber of Commerce thought the parade would be a good way to bring people into the town. Colonel E.J. Guyhound was the first chairman of the parade. By 1930, it was the 300th anniversary of Wakefield. And the next 4th of July parade, they didn't have it every year in the beginning. In 1933, a general committee was formed to put together the 4th of July parade as a community event, and included a parade subcommittee First time the West Side Social Club was involved with the parade preparations. The new war tanks were pulled through the parade route. This was 1933. And demonstrated during and after the parade, some dating back into the 1850s. Also, a squadron of airplanes flew overhead, which was obviously new to the service at that point in time. By 1942, Wakefield Defense Demonstration, instead of a parade and 4th activities, they had a demonstration of their capabilities during the war. The only 4th of July parade held in Wakefield during World War II was that particular event in '42. The parade was used as an incentive for people to join up and do their part in the war effort, to volunteer whatever way possible. Women's units were a large part of the parade. The Red Cross and the Mass Women's Defense Corps, for example, were examples of that. And by 1946, there was the first peacetime parade that they had. Life magazine actually covered Wakefield's 4th of July celebration then to show how a New England town celebrates the first peacetime celebration in 5 years. However, the article was never published due to a more pressing story. Wakefield was chosen because of its scenery and the lake, which we still obviously enjoy. The parade was considered the best in the town's history and called the West Side Victory Celebration. It honored World War II veterans and women in the war effort, since it was so fresh in everybody's minds. By 1950, JFK was part of our parade, believe it or not. I think he probably was running for Senate at that point in time. But the annual parade actually started in '48, and up until that point, it was an occasional occurrence, but by '48, it had become a yearly event. So JFK attended the event in 1950. He gave a speech at the night before the festivities about independence and the wars that we fought to preserve them. He was a state representative at the time. By 1952, the 4th of July celebration was named the best in New England by Boston newspapers. The annual 4th of July celebration, they said, has become known as the outstanding civic festival in New England. Boston Post, when it was around, wrote that all roads lead to Wakefield on the 4th of July. The West Side Social Club president had a 15-minute interview on June 30th to promote the parade and the activities in Wakefield on the 4th. By 1954, Korean POWs were special guests of the parade. The Massachusetts governor at the time, Christian Hester, was present at the parade, walked and was met with applause. He was a former POW amputee he was the highlight of the parade. By 1957, it was the largest attended parade in our history. It is estimated that over 150,000 people came to Wakefield to see the parade and the fireworks. Because of this, the '58 parade was much smaller and lower key. By 1976, it was the bicentennial, and other events were held. It was a 2-day affair with the parade being held on the 5th of July. By '78, the first time the parade, which had been planned, was canceled due to rain. By 1986, the West Side Social Club celebrated its 50th year with big celebrations. By 1990, the number of 4th of July, the no 4th of July parade was held in Wakefield. 1989 was the last year the West Side Social Club put on the parade. By '91, a separate committee was formed, the Wakefield Independence Day Committee, and they held their first 4th of July parade in '91. By '96, the parade route was changed to the route we have today, starting in North Ave, going across on Church Street and down Main Street and onto Common Street. If you look at the history of it, there was a rather circuitous route that they had before that went up and over Albion Street. It really was kind of strange. This makes much more sense. But by 2013, the Wakefield Independence Day Committee had disbanded, and there was no parade for 2 years. The current committee was formed a year later, but we held off having a parade for about a year until we could garner enough support to support it. And the first parade of the current committee was held in 2015, which is actually when I started with the committee as well. The 75th parade celebration in 2020 was canceled due to the global pandemic, unfortunately, but we celebrated the 100th anniversary in the 75th parade in 2022. Through the previous 2 years of the parade were canceled, it all worked out to make 2022 an even bigger anniversary. And obviously, last year we had a lot of rain that didn't really stop the parade because it stopped just before the parade, and today we've had a wonderful day, so good.
That was excellent.
So we'll have some other bands and some other departments coming along. We have an honor guard from the Middlesex County Sheriff's Department, as well as several other different municipal departments that are coming along too as well. So hang in there for a few minutes.
Kick it off with some thank yous to our sponsors, starting at the Platinum, which we created just for this sponsor, the Albrecht Auto Group. Thank you very much.
We'd also like to thank our gold sponsors.
As a separate issue too.
The Bond Building Construction Incorporated.
Thank all of our sponsors. We've had some great sponsorship.
A lot of great sponsors.
Dave's on the case. Dave's on the case. We've also got the vision sponsor, Diesel Direct LLC.
And some of our major sponsors, we've got Blancombe, Tobias Companies, the Savings Bank, and TJM Plumbing and Heating.
That's right.
We also have a division supporter.
And we have a bunch of sign sponsors and unit sponsors.
Which we will thank later.
What was that? Yeah, we'll be thanking them as we go along. Some of these folks have floats in the parade or signs that they're doing along the way, so we'll make sure to say hi and thank you as they go.
Thank you for their support. Couldn't do it without them.
All you as individuals for all your contributions. I mean, you wouldn't believe it, but the day of the parade, when people are passing around to try to collect contributions, it makes quite a big dent in our receipts and stuff. So that's been a great. I really appreciate it. We all do, and it makes our life much easier. You know, we have some great bands this year. Maybe not so many big marching bands. That's what some people say, well, oh, gee, why don't we have as many marching bands? In the past and going into the future, one of the things about marching bands is they have a certain schedule, which is usually linked to some competition in the area. So for a number of years over at Lynn and the Manning Bowl, many times they had a competition the day before or the day after the 4th of July. And that actually helps out. We pay them, and then they make money to be able to travel around. Same thing with bands that come from other parts of the country. They make money and fees from their performances with individual parades. Many of these bands may hit 2 or 3 places around 4th of July. They may go to Bristol, Rhode Island in the morning or Chelmsford, and they'll come here in the afternoon. They might even go someplace else for the evening, so it's quite a busy time. But they need a lot of that support so they can pay their expenses. And also a shout out to the high school and the high school staff. One of our bands, high school bands also, has been able to stay overnight at the field house, which makes a big difference because if you've got 100, 150 people that have to spend a night or two, that's housing that you have to come up with, much less feeding those people too. And you know how the teenagers are in terms of eating. So that's very important. Coming up now, we have the Middlesex County Sheriff's Honor Guard. It's the most recognizable and visible unit within the Middlesex Sheriff's Office. It's comprised of approximately 20 members. The Honor Guard represents the Middlesex Sheriff's Office at funerals and other solemn events, including memorial services, parades, and dedications. It also routinely, like I said, participates in parades and presents the colors at sporting events, as well as public ceremonies inside and outside Middlesex County. So when they come by, we'll give a big shout out to the Middlesex County Sheriff's Honor Guard.
Here we have the Middlesex County Sheriff's Honor Guard.
The Honor Guard is one of the most recognizable and visible units within the Middlesex Sheriff's Office. It's also known as the MSO, or colloquially. It's made up of about 20 dedicated members.
Thank you for your service, everyone.
They represent the MSO at funerals, memorial services, dedications, and
followed by them
occasions.
is the Hanscom Civil
They also
Air Patrol.
routinely participate in parades, present the colors at sporting events, and participate in public ceremonies throughout Middlesex County and beyond.
And we have our official sign coming through. Followed very closely behind to the Albrecht Auto Group. The Albrecht Auto Group joins us this year as a proud new platinum sponsor, and that is a new level of support created just for them. Their generous sponsorship helps power the Veterans Trolley at the Star Spangled Banner golf carts, and all of our, whoa! Didn't expect
sparkles, confetti.
That's what platinum membership will get you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You get to fire the confetti bomb.
Maybe next year you'll see him,
They also help sponsor all the golf carts used by our amazing volunteers. So
That's right.
thank you very much to the Albrecht Auto Group.
Thank you very much. And here is their banner coming up the street as well.
Yep.
The DPW of having to clean this
The
up.
I Love Parade T-shirts,
Yep.
which I believe for a modest donation could be yours.
And our big shout out and thanks to the.
We actually had a couple donations made earlier today on behalf of me and Christina. And we snagged a couple previous year's T-shirts.
Pretty
It's always
excited
nice
for
to see
Yep.
how the design changes year after year. Own a little bit of Wakefield Parade history.
Slowly now coming up just behind them, we've got the Grand Marshal of the parade. We say welcome to the 4th of July parade, Grand Marshal Pasquale Patsy Zagria, arriving in a snazzy Mustang convertible from Stoneham Ford. Patsy is a lifelong Wakefield resident and Wakefield High class of 1951, who has many 1951.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he is-
yeah. 1951 who has many claims to fame, including orchestra leader, piano player, and piano teacher for over 60 years, and he is still golfing.
He's still golfing.
Patsy or Pasquale.
Patsy Zagaria.
From Stoneham Ford. He has many claims to fame, including
He's well known and well loved here.
And that is my color car.
It's a beautiful car.
It's a beautiful car.
And I know
from
many
Albrecht.
of you have learned from him quite well in terms of his music.
Looks as though Patty has quite a lot of fans here in Wakefield.
I don't think it's road legal to put the banner on the back of the car. I'm not sure. But we're giving it an exception.
It's going to be a little hard to see a license plate, but that's okay.
right. Makes it hard to see the license plate.
If you're driving fast enough, though, that thing's going to...
Oh, that'll float up like Marilyn Monroe's.
Yeah. But Patsy absolutely would not do any of that.
No. He's getting out now. I believe he's going to take his seat here in the stands to enjoy the rest of the parade.
What an
It's
honor to
Grand
have
Marshal.
Patsy here. Looking dapper. Look at
that red jacket.
Yeah, I love it.
Fantastic.
Bow tie.
I only hope I can be upright at the age of 92 also.
92 years young.
He's 92 years old.
Yeah.
God bless him.
I'm hoping to still be able to walk till by the time I'm 50, so he's doing great. Looking so dapper. All of his loved ones here waving to him.
They put
Celebrated veteran.
They put his image onto tennis rackets and
Stoneham Ford for supplying the car.
the other rackets. What is it?
Paddleball.
Paddleball. Pickleball.
Rackets.
It was paddleball. In the 80s, the big thing was paddleball.
War veteran.
That was in Splash, remember? They were playing paddleball.
Thanks not only to his service to his town, but his service to the country.
We want to thank all our members of the armed services. Thank you for your service.
Yep.
We'd also like to thank a group that we just squeezed in, a Civil War reenactment.
Now arriving are veterans from Wakefield and neighboring towns traveling by trolley and on foot. They'll be taking their place of honor in the reviewing stand with us. Please join us in recognizing their service.
And we'd like to thank them all. We've got all different service folks here, from the Marines, from the Navy, from the Army. They're coming
Air
through
Force.
here on the beautiful Veterans Trolley. Coming up right behind, they'll be taking their seat alongside up here.
That's Grant from my wife, Julia, from New Hampshire.
All right. Thank you very much.
Great round of applause here. People showing their appreciation to these veterans.
That's right.
Proudly served our country.
And we're pleased to honor all of our veterans. As you saw, some of the addition that just walked by. We have others on the trolley here as well.
Excellent.
What an honor. And coming very quick on their heels are the
goodness.
HKS Clydesdales. They're here with a majestic 6-horse hitch. They're pulling a beautifully restored historic freight wagon. These guys are a true crowd favorite. Look at those beautiful,
Indeed.
beautiful
They
animals.
look
They're
fantastic.
powerful, elegant, got beautiful flowers in their hair. Sometimes I wonder.
They're all decked out.
Yeah, they are decked out, and can't help but wonder, these majestic, powerful creatures Do they like having the braids in their hair? Do they like the flowers?
I feel like.
One's got a little bow on his behind. That's cute.
Oh, I didn't. And their tails, right? Oh, because it's all braided up.
Get the veterans unloaded here. I wanted to also put out a special shout out and thank you to this young lady standing next to me. Barbara Worley is our new Independence Day Committee chairman, and she's done a wonderful job of stepping in terms of filling all the spots that are necessary, and has done a great job for all of us. So we really thank her for her vigor and her energy and her organizational ability. So great working with you.
Dave for giving a shout out to Barbara Worley. Barbara is head of the committee here that plans the parade since 2014, and we thank her for all of her tireless work. I am really looking forward to seeing some of the surprises and booths that we have in store this year.
Me too. I can't wait till these horses start singing.
Start singing? Like in the Three Amigos?
Yeah.
Do you think these horses, if they sang, would be like basses? They would have low voices?
I think a couple of them would surprise you.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's a couple falsettos in that crowd.
A couple?
Yeah.
Natural falsettos, or?
For sure.
Nice.
Yeah. They walked all the way here from Duxbury, Massachusetts.
They did not.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
The horses
these
walked
guys,
here from
well,
Duxbury,
I mean,
or they put them on trailers?
You get them going on 93. They'll do about 80.
Clydesdales, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Those metal horseshoes will tear up the pavement, but it's a sight to see. So we still are unloading the veterans trolley.
Yep.
Here in the stands. It is a balmy, what would you say, 78 degrees?
Sure. We've got probably the best day possible for a 4th of July parade. It's clear, it's breezy, it's not too hot. The sun's shining, everyone seems well hydrated and sun blocked up.
Sun blocked up. SBU.
I'm curious what those black things on the back of their heads do. It almost looks as though it keeps them from rearing backwards, but.
Oh yeah, interesting. Or maybe if you had to grab onto.
Motorcycles.
Oh, motorcycles.
They're different.
They're like the motorboats of the land.
Sure. They look pretty metal.
Just to give a shout out while we're waiting for things to move along here. We have the 3 winners for the float contest, and you'll see the floats coming down bedecked with their honors. The first prize went to the Stoneham POW service. The second one went to St. Joseph's School, and the third one went to the Shoe House.
So we're announcing the winners. The nonprofits, first Stoneham Voyeurs, POW. Second was St. Joseph's. Third was the Shoe House.
And now we have HKS Clydesdales.
We got Hobby Knoll Stables, Duxbury, Massachusetts, and a Wakefield Vietnam veteran.
Well, we appreciate all the veterans for the work that they put in and the sacrifice that keep us through.
I'm still doing it. I'm a veteran service officer. Any veterans here got to call my office for any benefits they have coming. Officer benefits. We've seen this. Okay? I'm working on it.
Again, the HKS Clydesdales, beautiful set of horses. Thank you very much, the Hobby and Knoll Stables of Duxbury.
Happy birthday, America. Hey, you.
Now coming up right behind them is the 215th Army Band of Massachusetts Army National Guard. It remains one of the nation's finest military bands. For more than 60 years, the band's performed throughout New England and the world, bringing the Army's fine musical traditions and goodwill to thousands of listeners.
And stirring performances to audiences everywhere.
Just take it off. Alrighty. Here comes the band.
All right, name that tune. I've always wanted to be a drummer in a marching band or a piano player.
I like how in the back, the tuba, he's reading the music.
Wow.
He hasn't quite learned it yet.
Way to call that guy out.
Yeah, yeah.
Way to call that guy out.
And here they are in their Humvee.
Yep. The town of Wakefield and the country of American State. No sour notes with those guys.
That's true.
Got some more horses coming up. All I care about is horses.
I know.
I just want. This is Lynn English Junior ROTC. They're colored.
All right, let's hear it for that band.
I don't believe
Big
that's
Sam.
the case.
I don't think that's true. This looks like
We also have the Massachusetts National Lancers Military Mounted.
Military mounted Massachusetts. That's what we have
yeah,
here.
the National Andrews Military Mounted.
The official mounted cavalry of Massachusetts.
In 1836.
Organized in 1836 as one of the oldest horse cavalry organizations in the country. Began their parade season each day on Patriots' Day by reenacting the legendary midnight rides of Paul Revere and William Dawes.
They are also known to have the pointiest helmets in all of Massachusetts.
That is true.
We should also give a very special clap for this guy who's coming up in the gator. He is the official poop collector. This is the part of the National Lancers. He collects the horse stuff.
Manure.
And that is
the Stars Banner. The Spirit of the Stars Banner was
That's pretty
designed
impressive.
by our committee member Lauren Sullivan to represent.
right now we've got the Spirit of the Stars banner coming through. It was designed by WIDC member Lauren Sullivan, and it honors the history and tradition of painting stars along the parade route. Now that was started in 1996 with Dan and Louise Benjamin at the reviewing stand. Today those stars proudly stretch all along the entire route, and if you ever come to Wakefield, you can see them year-round.
And here we have Sasha the Fire Gypsy, an incredibly accomplished performer who blends dance, choreography, theatrics, contortion, and acrobatics
She is tall.
into a dazzling display of talent. Yes, she is. So you're talking about the stars driving through the town. Always know when the stars get renewed. They seem to
Yes.
fade out for the rest of the year, but
Yeah.
they never quite go away, which is great.
And now we have some sign holders coming. We've got Bond Building, one of our proud sponsors, Diesel Direct. We've got Blank Rome.
We have a family entirely in matching gingham.
Yep, beautiful.
Well done.
We've got the Savings Bank and Cataldo Ambulance Service, Tobias Corporation, Frank's, Liberty Chevrolet, Hartshorn Curly Insurance, Select Energy, Protecting Our Tomorrow. These awesome side carriers walking this whole parade route. And we thank again the sponsors who made today possible.
That's right. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Now this is something I was looking forward to very much. It's the Ever After Storybook Entertainment. These are all a bunch of princes and princesses, and what is a parade without storytelling magic? Today's royal procession includes beloved characters like, who's up there? I see Aurora and Cinderella and Moana.
And Ariel.
I see Ariel and Tiana.
Snow White.
I don't see Snow White. Oh wait, Snow White is up. Snow White is on foot, you guys.
And they are all
up there.
They're all under the watchful eye of Princess Security, which is led by Wakefield's own Tommy Stapleton and his daughter Chloe. Thank you to Tommy and Chloe.
Thank you, Tommy and Chloe.
Keep an eye out for Aurora, Belle, Jasmine.
I see Peter Pan and Tink and Rapunzel. We got some Alice in Wonderland and an awesome Jasmine. The lady from the movie that I didn't see.
There was a Disney movie you didn't see? That's hard to believe.
The one we don't sing about. We don't sing about.
Do you think that they argue over who gets to go into the trailer and who has to walk behind it, or do you think they're all pretty?
No, I think it's by rank.
Oh, it's by rank,
Absolutely.
huh?
Cinderella is a true princess. She
ranks over Snow White?
She does. Yeah.
Oh, what about Jasmine, though?
Well, Jasmine
is missing her carpet right now.
Right.
Oh, no.
All right, now we have our awesome Wakefield Town Council. The Wakefield area Chamber of Commerce is with them as well. Town Council walks many, many miles for Wakefield. With them, just behind, we have Massachusetts State Representative Donald Wong. State Representative Donald Wong is a familiar face here at the Independence Day celebrations, proudly joining the community each year to share into that fun and festivities. Taking a moment to take a picture of the crowd. He's been here every year.
And we also have the Tony Berry Band, New England's premier marching brass band, providing high-energy entertainment since 1949. Tony Berry Marching Band was considered the longest-running independent band in the region. Tony Berry, Boston native, lived in Saugus and worked as an engineer in Lynn. Tony passed away in 2022, but his band carries on his legacy with pride to this day.
Tony Berry Band is the New premier marching brass band. It's been around since 1949.
Fred's Franks. We got a Fred's Franks.
We got a Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
This looks like either a bathtub or a giant teacup.
Yep. Planting seeds of freedom. I love that little. And the U.S. Constitution. This is in memory of Richard L. Hubbard.
And coming up quick, we have Wuan Martial Arts Lion Dance Team Chinese Lion Dancers.
And we have a Chinese lion dancer.
So Chinese lion dances are traditionally performed to bring good luck during celebrations. We certainly hope they bring some luck for us today. Two dancers operate each lion to the sounds of beating drums, cymbals, and gongs. Lion dances are also often performed by martial arts schools, as the movements have crossover with their training. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of coordination, teamwork.
That's right. A lot of coordinated effort.
We have a group of our other sign holders coming. We want to say thank you to Berry Electric Systems and Reading Cooperative Bank.
Main Street Grill and Tap House.
Yep.
Honda, Route 28. SM Brown, Heating and Cooling, LL Prime, Brothers Restaurant, and many, many others.
Many other friends.
Many other sponsors. We thank you for your help for making this a possibility.
We have the sign for more of our donation.
Thank you for making me the
Sponsored.
Grand Marshal. Everyone.
Coming up behind them, we have the Joseph F. Hill American Legion Band. Hailing from Waltham, they hold the distinction of being the first American band to perform in the USSR.
Wow.
Since 1948, they've entertained audiences across the U.S. and Europe, including Germany, Russia, Ireland, and Canada. Today, the band consists of about 50 members, both veterans and civilians, ranging in age from teens right into their 90s, and hailing from Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island. Scottish hats that they wear.
Yeah. Certainly hope it's not too windy for them, though, today.
That's true. They are wearing kilts. Right up behind them, we have the Samuel Cherry's Company, the 2nd New Hampshire Regiment. Samuel Cherry was born May 15th, 1756 in Londonderry, Ireland. And on April 23rd, 1775, he enlisted in Captain George Reed's company in Colonel John Stark's regiment, later known as the 1st Regiment, New Hampshire Continental Line. On June 17, 1775, he fought as sergeant in Reed's company of Stark's regiment at Bunker Hill and later took part in the 1775 assault on Quebec.
I'm glad I'm staying to the side here.
And I believe following them, we'll have to see from the sign, we have some more reenactors coming along. This may be Colonel Bailey's 2nd Massachusetts Regiment. We'll see if that flag goes back up. I'll be able to fact check. This guy could also pick up some trash with his spiky little spear.
Or pierce some, some pumpkins along the route.
Make sure that everybody sits forward back. Oh, we got some gunfire happening.
We got some gunshots.
We're gonna, whoa!
So following the battles of Lexington and Concord in April 1775, the Massachusetts Provincial Congress raised 27 regiments to form a provincial army. These regiments were absorbed into the Continental Army that June and were typically known by the names of their colonels. One such unit, Thomas's Regiment, was raised near Boston on April 23rd, 1775, under Colonel John Thomas. Later led by Colonel John Bailey, it became known as Bailey's Regiment, an early and active part of the fight for American independence.
And some of the ladies who loved them.
In the minivan behind them. I believe it is a Honda.
But it's a reenacting Honda. So
that's right. Oh, it's a Toyota?
Oh, it's a Toyota, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you to our sponsors, Faley Brothers and Eve Beauty.
Also, First American Financial Trust, HD Physical Therapy, Holiday Travel of Wakefield, Justin Jones Prudential Advisors, and who can forget, Rockland Trust. Oh, this sounds fun. We've got the Reading Community Concert Band following up behind. This group is awesome. The Reading Civic Concert Band began in 1994 as a summer program led by Kara Kennedy, then the director of bands at Parker Middle School. Her vision was to create a healthy and fun summer activity for young wind players while also welcoming adult musicians from the community. In August of 2017, Stephen Bloom was welcomed as the new music director, and the group was renamed the Reading Community Concert Band, staying true to its focus on music and community.
You know what song they're doing right now?
I think we'll have to double check but they have a cannon. They have a few cannons, which is really cool. They are one of the most authentic artillery living history groups in all of New England. And these are our our lady cannon shooters.
Lady cannon shooters.
Lady cannon shooters.
They were very important. You think that those are fantastic.
Those are
They're like
beautifully-
super polished up.
Yeah.
Usually when you see them, they're
Beautifully
made of like, they look like they're made of like cast iron and they're all rusty and black. These look like they were made recently.
I'm slightly concerned that they are aiming at their own soldiers, though. That doesn't seem strategically sound, but I have a feeling we're going to be hearing a reload and a shoot in a second. These guys are dressed to the nines.
Meanwhile, the concert band is playing the Beach Boys.
Oh.
Actually, do the cannons fire too?
Do the cannons fire?
Or what?
Dave just asked.
Dave.
I believe they do not, and that is probably a good thing.
Well,
We get it.
That'd be a much larger boom.
yeah. And it would just hit the back of the trailer.
Yeah.
Or would it go through the trailer?
It would go right through.
Artillery.
And also coming up, we have a French infantry regiment reenactment group, Le Regiment Bourbonnais.
I think you can do that a little bit more authentically, Brian.
Le Regiment Bourbonnais.
There it is.
I
Sounds
apologize
delicious.
for my French accent. Lovely purple colors and clean, crisp, eggshell white uniforms.
Yep.
Or is that
Coming up, we have the
eggshell white, or would that be ochre? Or would that be mother of pearl?
It could be a little bit of an off-white, maybe, or
It's definitely off-white.
sure. Up.
Behind them, we have the 4th King's Own Regiment of Foot.
They were raised at the beginning of the 225th anniversary cycle of the American War for Independence. His Majesty's 4th Regiment of Foot recreates a light infantry company of British regulars, accurately representing their appearance between 1771 and
Next
1783.
up, we have the 4th King's Own Regiment of Foot.
I must say that the
Raised
bright
at the
red
beginning of the 225th
gets me.
anniversary
Oh, it's
cycle.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem practical for war.
does not.
But it
But
is-
Creates a light infantry company
they won't be able to see it bleed.
That's true. And it does command some respect, I think.
In 1783.
Every time I see that there's a light infantry, I feel like, does that mean, is that like a weight class, or is it just
I
that
believe
they're kind of a little jocular. They like to keep things,
They keep
they
things.
keep things light.
I also like their satchels that they have.
Yeah.
I would consider purchasing
And
one
they
of
are
those.
satchels, not purses, friends.
They are satchels.
They are definitely
Indiana
not-
Jones had a satchel.
They are not British war purses.
British war purses of the foot.
And behind them, we have the 54th Regiment Company A. The 54th Regiment Company A is an 18th century British infantry unit active between 1775 and 1778.
So I believe these are the Civil War reenactors
yes.
that we just had.
Yeah, no, that's true, yeah.
It highlights the diversity of our...
Wakefield proudly honors the restoration and dedication of the Soldiers and Sailors Monument on May 31st earlier this year. We were joined by many Civil War reenactors for that special occasion. We thank the ones that could be here.
Call out a few more sponsors and thank them. The Boardwalk Real Estate Group, Capone Landscape, Cafe Capri, Maggiore Construction Company, Greenwood Mobile Mart, Mel and Sons Oil Sales, Nugent Roofing.
Methodist Temple.
Yep. Buddhist.
Quick Disposal.
Buddhist Temple, Quick Disposal, Ralph J. Burke Roofing, Kristen Weekly, Lidge
Realty, and the Reading Street Fair, organized by Reading Rotary.
Reading is fundamental, friends.
I was just at Cafe Capri last week, and
delicious.
It was.
I believe that this coming up, we've got the Uncle Sam Jazz Band coming. I was excited to see that these folks were here. The Uncle Sam Jazz Band brings the spirit of celebration with their red, white, and blue attire, playing traditional, upbeat Dixieland music, as well as patriotic songs in a Dixieland style. And following right behind them, we've got Uncle Sam.
We've got Uncle Sam, brought to life by Wakefield's own Rick Larkin, who was discovered at Brothers Daily, charming the crowd as St. Patrick's Day leprechaun for his grandchildren. Uncle Sam, a symbol of American patriotism since the War of 1812, is believed to be based on Samuel Wilson, a meatpacker from Troy, New York, where I went to college.
Oh, big doings there.
Big doings there. He later lived in Arlington, Massachusetts, right near here, where his legacy still echoes to this day.
These folks representing the soldiers of World War II in standard uniforms and gear. These reenactors help preserve and share our military history.
His grandchildren. So we said Uncle Sam originated originally in the War of 1812.
Looking at how well they are put together, the reenactors, their costumes and attire is unbelievable. They're even down to their shoes.
Yeah. And it looks period, but brand new. Wouldn't you say? It looks
perfectly well done.
Perfectly well done.
I think behind them it's the 1946 Willis Overland CJ2A Jeep.
So it's a Willys Overland. But I believe that our World War II reenactors are getting ready to perform.
They're going to do "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. It does look intimidating, though. Can you imagine at some point staring across the foxhole at these friends?
Well, it just does give you an appreciation for how difficult it is.
Oh, sure.
To wear all that gear.
Yeah.
On a summer's day.
Yeah.
And listen to commands.
Walking along the...
Let alone marching and shooting. So here we have the 1946 Willys Overland CJ2A Jeep you were talking about?
Yeah, I was.
You were?
I was.
Would you like to tell me more?
Oh, sure. It was the first civilian model built. Whoa, there they went.
Hey, and they're going again.
Oh, another one.
And that guy's like, oh, waste not, want not. I'm picking up my shell.
And there are 7 dead pigeons on the top of
the Americal building.
Yep.
Those soldiers, when they were firing, didn't have the benefit of that.
So now, again, what did we have? The 1946 Willys Overland CJ2A Jeep?
We do. Before I was so rudely interrupted by gunfire.
What were you saying?
It was the first civilian model built from military Jeep, designed both as a farm work and general use vehicle. It came with a 134 cubic inch Go Devil engine, a 3-speed manual transmission, and a dual range transfer case.
Wow.
Early models had a column shift, while later versions moved to the gear shift on the floor.
You certainly know a lot about Jeeps. I had no idea.
I know a lot about Jeeps.
Excellent.
Yep. And they go vroom, vroom, vroom.
So there's a bunch of other historic World War II.
It does cut an iconic form.
Yeah, it sure does. This is the Willys Jeep right here, and it's got a beautiful message for us to live like Leah.
Live like Leia. Like Princess Leia?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We the people pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the free republic for which it stands. I'm moving a little faster than I can.
Some of you in the audience are veterans may remember riding in these things too.
Some amazing, amazing Army vehicles coming through. Followed by a very cool green Corvette. That would.
Next in line, we have the Golden Rule Lodge.
We have the Golden Rule Lodge next.
The
Golden Rule Lodge of Masons proudly serves Wakefield and the Greater North Shore. Founded on the principles of brotherhood, charity, and truth, Freemasonry has long history in Massachusetts, dating back to the 1700s. And we have a Celtics Corvette.
Yes. We also have, thanks to some of our volunteers, WCAT, Cravings Ice Cream, the T-Stop, Stoneham, Wakefield Recreation Department, and the Wakefield Rotary.
And many, many others.
Many others. It's part of the Goddard School, Ace Hardware.
Followed quickly behind by the New Magnolia Jazz Band, which has been named the best band in Worcester Street St. Patrick's Day 3 times, most recently in 2024. They were spotted with Boston Mayor Michelle Wu during the 2024 Bunker Hill Parade. Their sound blends traditional jazz, swing, 1940s rhythm and blues, bebop, Latin jazz, and other global influences, all performed in the high-energy style of New Orleans second-line bands.
Trust their gut and team up with others for good.
Followed by the BSA Cub Scout Pack 722, sponsored by the First Parish Congregational Church in Wakefield, Massachusetts. They are proud to be part of the Spirit of Adventure Council. Welcome to our Scouts, our future leaders.
Were you ever a scout, Brian?
I wasn't, and I was very jealous of my cousin who was, because
I was a Girl Scout.
Yeah, and
I was a brownie for a little while, so technically not a Girl Scout. I hadn't graduated up there, but I had the uniform and everything. I was very proud of that uniform. We had about 3 meetings, and then for some reason our scout leader quit, and that was the end of it.
Well, it's very difficult, and it just highlights the importance and the respect that we give to our parents and adults who lead our children in these organizations.
I was very surprised, though, when I wore my uniform out, I didn't get discounts on anything. I kind of thought that I would get some sort of discounts, nobody cared.
You were in it for the discounts.
Oh, well, I wanted to show that I was a leader.
A discount leader. You are a discount leader. Don't sell yourself short.
I sure am. Hey, look at who it is. It's the Lakeside Lutheran High School. We have their Warrior Band here. They are all the way returning here to Wakefield, all the way from Lake Mills, Wisconsin. They're on their Lakeside Warriors 2025 Summer Band Tour, which includes Niagara Falls, Boston, New York City, Beach Day on Long Island, Bar Harbor, and whale watching. They're performing in 7 parades along the way. So a huge thanks to Wakefield Public Schools for hosting them in the famously cozy High School Hilton for 3 nights.
Now, the High School Hilton, I'm not familiar with. Do you think that just means the high school?
Yeah. That's what I think it means. That would be awesome, though. It'd be like a lock-in in the high school.
I think so. Just put up on a big movie and in one of the...
Good job, everybody.
and Sprinkler Services. This is one of our sponsors. They are coming up. They have proudly served Wakefield and the surrounding communities for over 20 years with a dedicated team of family members and longtime associates. They are proudly known for their quality, their consistency, their dedication, and Designer has built a loyal client base of repeat customers that speaks very highly of their owner, Fred Brzee, and his staff. So thank you to
for your
Designer,
sponsorship.
Long Sprinkler and Service.
And here's the Designer Lawn and Sprinkler Service, serving Wakefield and the surrounding communities probably about 20 years. With quality, consistency, and dedication, Designers maintain a client base of repeat customers.
We have our first place nonprofit winner coming up, the 50th anniversary of Vietnam War. This is letting us know that the Vietnam is the traveling wall, the traveling memorial wall, which will be coming to.
The first prize and the nonprofit winner
It's going to be coming to Wakefield at some point.
November 13th through the 16th, I believe.
The traveling wall for Vietnam is going to be visiting in Stoneham from November 13th to November 16th.
Yep, November 13th and November 16th.
The 50th anniversary, unfortunately, of the Vietnam War. It's been that long. But please make a point of trying to visit the wall.
Followed by Shop, Dine, Stroll booth.
And Shine Med Spa. We have St. Joseph's School coming right behind. They are celebrating their 100 years of Catholic education in our community. Students, parents, and alumni highlight the joy, faith, and tradition that have shaped the school for a century. Their float is pulled by Alex Cantos and Tootie's van. Toodaloo, Tootie, they're back.
173 Albion Street, July 19th at 11 a.m. What a fantastic float.
Great float.
Do you think she's a real nun, or is she just pretending?
I think we are what we want to be, Brian. They are their second place nonprofit winners, so congratulations to St. Joseph's School.
Alex Canto and Tootie's is pulling the boat.
And friends, what everyone has been waiting for, I know I have, the Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile. There's a hot dog sitting right up top. The Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile is no stranger to Wakefield's 4th of July parade. This year, all 6 of the Wiener Mobiles in the country competed at the Indy 500. Now, we're not sure if this one took the checkered flag. Oh, but it is a winner in our book.
2 years ago.
Everybody loves an Oscar Mayer Wiener. Keep it, Oscar.
As a separate race.
Keep it, Oscar.
I don't know if this is the one that won, but.
Oh, I wish I were a Oscar Mayer Wiener.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, we got the shop here, blasting some nice beats.
Next, we have the Roberto Clemente Dancers.
This is the Roberto Clemente Dance Group. Originating from the Roberto Clemente Little League, the group has continued to grow and thrive, always taking pride in their teamwork and accomplishments. And boy, oh boy, they've got the best sound system of anybody in the parade.
Look at all those speakers on the back. Are all of those real, or are those just for decoration?
I'm going to go with real.
Yeah, it sounds real.
Look at these dancers. They're fantastic.
They are fantastic.
To have this much energy at the end of the parade.
That's right. They've been walking this whole parade route.
Yeah. Big smiles.
Which is at least a mile and a half, 2 miles.
Fantastic.
Many of you remember Roberto Clemente as a famous baseball star, but clearly he had much more
effect in the community than just sports.
Next up is Inspire Cafe, a community cafe on a mission. to inspire change. They're committed to creating a more inclusive world where individuals with diverse abilities are not just included, but are valued for their unique talents and abilities. Together, they're breaking barriers and changing perceptions for a brighter future.
They're followed by the Mariachi Emperadores. Now, mariachi music, we've heard a little bit already. Mariachi music comes from the western region of Mexico, and its roots trace back to the 16th century. It blends European and native music traditions. The word mariachi itself is likely indigenous to Mexico, with various theories about its meaning. You could add an authentic Mexican sound to your next event with a mariachi band, whether it's a wedding, corporate event, festival. It's wonderful. And one pirate has, it looks like maybe the skeleton of a mouse in its hat.
In the western region of Mexico,
The guy that looks
It's
sort
Captain
of like
Jack and his
Civic.
Rogues Armada, not just a pirate group, an alliance of pirate performers from all over the Northeast. Welcome. And we followed by Ruth's Way.
to Mexico. We have Jack Sparrow and his pirates.
Ruth's Way for Women is a faith-based nonprofit founded in 2014. Their mission is all about healing and building whole health and wellness for all the people they serve.
Got some beautiful cars coming up.
Classic antique cars coming up. We have the Rotondi family 64 Ford Thunderbird convertible.
Whoa.
Okay, let's celebrate Ruth's Way. Thank you very much.
Followed by a red car.
There's a red car with a lot of different flags on there.
Followed by the 1967 amphibian car, the Amphicar, which is an amphibious automobile launched at the 1961 New York Auto Show, made in West Germany and sold from 1961 to 68.
That's like a duck boat's baby. And
It's amazing.
And oh, they are fantastic. I want to take them home. Those two look as though they are the picture of 4th of July.
They are.
Right
Would you
behind
say
them.
that's off-white as well? Mother of pearl?
Sure, it could be. Yeah, a little ecru. We've got behind them a 2000 Saab 9.3 Vigan convertible. It's a newer end of the classic antiques. It is a 2000 year car again. It's a convertible driven by Derek Hallish and Sarah Gerbrick. And behind them, we've got a four-wheel drive truck. I believe, is that a Ford, do you think?
62 Willys Jeep pickup. Charles Virgin brings a 62 Willys Jeep pickup to the parade, rugged ride, and a head turner.
This is our second Willys car of, and then there's a Hyundai.
Willie is Wiley.
Willie, Wiley, Willie. This kid looks miserable.
Here's an electric vehicle.
Sorry. Yep, these are all electric, yes. An Audi, a Hyundai. This is an EV electric showcase. Can scan to register your Chevy Volt.
We do have an EV that's 12 years young. That's a good thing.
And Stoneham Ford is coming along with the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War float.
Looks like a recreation of the Bunker Hill Monument.
It does.
Sustainability Committee. And Stoneham Ford, celebrating the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War with the Bunker Hill Monument.
Earlier, we had the WMGLD sponsoring their hybrid electric vehicles, delivering instant torque, a quiet ride, and zero emissions. The Stonen Historical Society and Museum.
We had an anniversary float of a shoe house.
Shoe House, which used to be very popular in this area about 300 years ago. We actually have two here in Wakefield, right around the corner from each other.
And if anybody's ever been to the Stoneham
The
Post Office,
10-footer, the original shoe shop of Stoneham, 1725 to 2025.
on the wall.
The Wakefield Bolodrome.
Yes.
And Michael Martello Truck Trailer. you have a passion of candlepin bowling in the Wakefield Bowlodrome, and you are a professional artist, you put the two together and create this incredible float, created by Laurel Sullivan, riding along in a Bowlodrome co-owner, Tom Giordano, along with Mike Morin, candlepin legend, author, and historian. Thanks to local landscaper Michael Martello for the use of his truck trailer and his expert driving skills.
And they were a prize winner this year.
As you know, the Bowlodrome has appeared even in recent movies when they tried to do what they've done.
I believe we've got the New Liberty Jazz Band coming along. They're driving along on this awesome antique fire truck. The New Liberty Jazz Band is an 8-piece Dixieland jazz band playing from a 1941 Ford fire truck. 1941. Wow.
Look, and they even have a little dog on top, a little Dalmatian.
This is a marching band that does have a piano. That's good.
That's right, they're a driving band. They're not a marching band. They're a lounging band, I would say.
A cruising band? Yeah. Would you say they're cruising?
This is the New Liberty Jazz Band, an 8-piece Dixieland jazz band playing from the 1941 Ford fire truck.
I love those straw hats.
They are great. I feel like nothing says
Old-timey?
Old-timey America.
Like jazz hats.
Yeah. Jazz hats?
Jazz hats.
Yeah.
Straw hats. Jazz straw hats.
Jazz hats.
Jazz hats.
I like jazz hats.
Jazz hats, jazz hands.
That's one of those words that if you say that like 3 or 4 times fast, it sounds like a weird word.
Jazz hats, jazz hats, jazz hats. Do they also have jazz shoes?
Of course they do.
Is there anything that jazz doesn't produce?
No, not at all.
For people to wear?
Nope. You got a jazz shirt, some jazz pants, some jazz underpants. That's when you really get the boogie in it. Yeah.
Gentlemen, good job.
A great day for the 4th of July.
Certainly did.
Funny timing.
No, like the way you move.
I don't know who this. Oh wait, who is this? This is we have a.
Peter Panic.
This is Peter Panic coming along.
Peter Panic has been in Wakefield Parade quite a few times, and he's not even sure how many. He's been doing juggling tricks and riding unicycles for audiences locally and around the world for more than 30 years.
Absolutely fantastic.
Truly, the physics of a unicycle elude me, so. But I'm glad they worked out for you.
It's amazing seeing that many green
There's a lot of different
pieces of
things.
clothing
It's fantastic.
on one guy. Followed by some pedestrians.
We've got some pedestrians walking. They are
just jumped into the parade at the end.
Yep. But they've got great outfits and good beards. That's quite a beard.
It's hard to rock a beard in the middle of summer.
It really is.
It's warm.
That's what I say.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do.
Is that why you shave yours?
That's why I take mine off. Yep.
You take it off?
Well, yeah.
Then you put it back on in like October, or?
No, usually, yeah, wait till the end of September.
That's nice.
That's when you need a little bit, the chill starts to get in the air. It's a good opportunity for folks right now to cross the street, maybe go over and pick up something to eat or snack on at one of our awesome area eateries. I saw Sakura down the street was having some boba tea out on the sidewalk. Yeah, that was cool. I'm looking forward to trying one of those if I can get down there. And Cravings, go over and have some nice
one of my
ice cream
favorites
from Cravings.
Yeah.
And I do want to also take a moment to give a shout out to my shawl. My vest that I'm wearing. What's the name of the store? Do you know?
I do. It's on the tip of my tongue.
It's right on Albion Street. Wonderful, wonderful store. Check it out. Wanted to make sure to shop local for the parade and support our awesome Wakefield businesses and people.
You know, I don't know the name of the boutique, but I do know the name of the woman who sold it to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, her name is Barbara.
Okay.
Yeah, she guessed my age incorrectly, but it was very flattering. It's always good to see friends that we know in the area coming from other towns to visit us. We have people visiting us. Did you not see him earlier?
I did, but I was talking.
Is there more parade?
Oh,
Yes,
we got
there's more parade
there's
coming.
more parade coming.
Yeah, we're here till 9 p.m.
Yeah. It's an 8-hour parade, so it's an 8-hour parade, so buckle
Did you
in.
not know that?
You didn't know that before? No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, they
should-
deliver lasagna on plates later. Yeah, there'll be a menu going around.
Yeah.
It's
Don't mess with us when it comes to food. You don't say that to like Italian greats and
We do have a little, there is a little bit more. But you know, I wanted to tell you, this shirt came from Florence's Fashions.
Oh, good for you.
Incorporated. Yeah, over on Albion Street.
Why was that important? Was she asking about that earlier?
No,
Oh,
but I was trying to work it in.
you're working it in.
And you know what's, you're also on camera right now. Oh, you're a New Hampshire teacher. What do you teach? Life skills. Oh, wow, yeah. What was it? Family and consumer science. Why do we put those things together? Why do we, as families, do we need to be consumers? Yeah. Did you tutor? Because I could use some life skills.
Yeah, I need some remedial
Yeah.
life skills. I never learned how to cook really well.
He can't. He broke a pot boiling water.
Yeah.
I wish I was kidding.
I would work with you.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to stay after school for extra help.
Okay. How far up in New Hampshire?
Great. You stay after school, learn how to tie a shoe.
Oh.
What? Wow.
Well, I got that down.
Yeah. That's why God. God invented Velcro.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. What town are you? Do you want to give a shout out to any of your students or anything? No. Okay,
No,
that's
you don't
fair.
have
that's
to.
That's fair enough. Yeah. Are you really? Yeah. We also have a famous baseball player, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the Grand Marshal's son.
Oh, the Grand Marshal's son.
Oh.
Don.
Hi. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you're a big baseball player? So are you all family members or family and friends of the Grand Marshal? That's awesome.
That's awesome. Well,
That's
thank
so
you for
great.
joining
Thank you
us.
for coming. Yeah. He was great. He's fantastic. I was thrown because I didn't at first see, I didn't know what was happening. And I saw people sitting on the back of the car and I read that it was like class of 1951 and I saw a younger woman and I'm thinking, that's not even remotely possible. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you,
Oh,
Patty,
that's
for being
awesome.
here. Awesome.
Thank you all for being here. Oh, I love your crown. That's fantastic. That's great. Yeah.
He's 92. Yeah, yeah.
Those things seem like a good idea
Until you do it.
Yeah. No, I think that's probably the right choice. Right? That's what I was saying. I was like, I want to move that good when I'm 50. Forget 90. Yeah. They just don't build us like they used to, is the bottom line. Oh. I'll be working at 78 for sure. If I make it that far.
I hear marching band.
I am marching band too.
I hear some drums.
Breaking the action, but gives your ears a little bit of rest. So.
Oh, look.
There's an energy coming up the street, an excitement, a precise rhythm.
And you know what they say about the rhythm, Brian?
What do they say?
It's going to get you.
The rhythm is going to get you. And it's going to get us. Oh, I'm going to be very excited.
Oh, this looks great. I already see colors that I'm digging. Oh.
We have the Baltimore Twirlighters marching band coming up.
Oh, cool.
The Baltimore Twirlighters, they are so much more than a marching band. They're best known for eye-catching routines and ear-catching music. They're based in Baltimore, Maryland. This community band and youth organization includes marchers and drummers as young as 6 years old, Christina.
way.
That's right. I did spend some time in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's a fantastic city.
It's a great city. I went to the Baltimore Aquarium.
Yes.
That was an amazing place.
I might have been there as well.
No.
Were we there at the same time?
We weren't.
We weren't?
Yeah,
No,
we
that's
were.
too bad.
I'm just joking.
We were fish passing in the night.
It's amazing coming all the way from Baltimore to come up here. What a cool thing.
I love that they come from Baltimore just to come to Wakefield to join on our parade. The first time that I saw Main Street in Wakefield, I was really impressed.
Yeah.
And I hope it has the same impression on people from outside of our state that it did on me when I was here.
Nice.
110%.
Wow.
goodness.
I love everything about them. And the fairy wings.
The Fairy Queens bringing up the tail. Fantastic. Wow.
That was great. That was my favorite part.
That was my favorite part as well. I've never seen anything like that here.
I love everyone, but oh man.
Yeah. I'm relatively new to Wakefield. I've been here since 2019. This is probably my 3rd or 4th parade that I've seen. But yeah, it keeps surprising me. Speaking of surprises,
we've got the American Red Cross.
Coming up, a new entry that we've had. We went from wieners to potatoes. So the world-famous Idaho potato. The potato
truck is on its 13th cross-country journey.
We've got the American Red Cross.
It began in 2012 as a one-year campaign to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Idaho Potato Commission. And it became quickly apparent that because of its success, it would be more than a one-year occurrence. It literally became a big piece of pop culture. It travels the country promoting the American Heart Association and the American Diabetes Association certified Idaho potato, and its mission to help small charities in towns and cities with a big helping program. So a big round of applause for the Big Spud.
Celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Idaho Potato Commission, and it quickly became clear, thanks to its huge success, that it was more than a one-year wonder. It's now a full-blown pop-up culture favorite. It's a full-blown pop culture favorite, sorry. It travels through the country promoting the American Heart Association and American Diabetes Association certified potato, or certified Idaho potato. Its mission is to help small charities in towns and cities with a, quote, a big program. We've also got our second place business winner, Goldfish Swim School.
Congratulations to them.
Congratulations to them.
How by the Mathium?
Mathnasium.
Mathnasium. Math tutoring.
Courtesy of the Goldfish Swim School.
The Goldfish Swim School.
Here's the Mathnasium, folks. Let's get an A+, all right.
TJ, there's your plumbing company.
It's certainly not easy, but if you work hard, you'll get it.
So telling you a little bit about the Goldfish Swim School while Brian learns about Mathnasium. The Goldfish Swim School is in Danvers. It's the premier learn-to-swim facility for kids ages 4 months to 12 years. They use a holistic philosophy, the science of swim play. And the Goldfish Swim School is located at the Liberty Tree Mall in Danvers.
Followed up by another band that we're very excited to see, the Lestentors de Sherbrooke, traveling to us all the way from Quebec.
Wow.
Born out of the drum and bugle corps movement in the 1980s, this nonprofit has brought adrenaline and adventure to Quebec youth for the entire 30 years of its existence. More than 1,000 teens have experienced the joy of music or dance and blossomed while traveling to all corners of Quebec and the U.S., performing with spirit and style.
And just before them was TJM Plumbing and Heating, their sponsor. We want to give a big shout out to them. They're a longtime major sponsor of the parade. And thanks for keeping things flowing smoothly year after year.
So we'll look forward to their performance right here.
And while this band is getting set to play, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Mathnasium tutoring. Oh. They've got those feather things. Oh, I think somebody's trying to get through.
Well, they certainly look sharp in their blue and silver uniforms. Wonder what they're going to play.
So as we're getting ready at the Mathnasium of Reading is one of our business.
Chrysler.
Yes, there's a Chrysler. Well, I don't know cars. I don't know Wiley. But behind them, which I'm very excited to see, is Peter Panic, I believe. He's a circus. No?
No, we had Peter Panic earlier. This is another juggler who is very exciting. Followed by the Broco energy truck.
Broco Energy, a proud sponsor of both the parade and unicyclers everywhere. He's telling us to look up, but that's a big unicycle too. That's not one of those little ones. He's not messing around.
Jonah the Jester.
Jonah the Jester, yes.
Balances riding on a big wheel unicycle, zooming in graceful arcs. Global performer. Followed by the Broco energy trucks.
Oh, wow. Now, they are a big, big sponsor this year, driving 2 vehicles in the parade. Count them, 2. Heating and oil and propane delivery. Broco Energy is the residential, commercial, and emergency fueling provider you can trust. Oil and propane service when you need it from a local, family-owned company. We've also got the Wakefield Municipal Gas and Light Department and Woodville School. Woodville School has a great Rubicon coming this way with a really cute little teddy bear Statue of Liberty. And we got a whole bunch of Jeeps.
It's like a Venom Jeep?
Yeah, that Venom Jeep is awesome.
Part of the Woodville PTO Jeeps. Woodville Elementary School here in Wakefield.
Accompanied by Mr. Marty.
They are accompanied by Mr. Marty.
The 2025 Readathon winners, accompanied by Mr. Marty, his legendary Jeep crew, and of course, Teddy the Bear.
Teddy the Bear is awesome. Teddy the Bear looks as though Teddy got dressed up for the occasion and is ready to go. Born to love, trained to serve, loyal always. Oh, I love that. That's a great saying.
Next up, we have the Hitmen Brass Band. The Rochester, New York Hitmen Brass Band.
So we've got the Hot Tamale Brass Band coming along. They take their audience on an exciting excursion into the New Orleans jazz, festive Mardi Gras, funky second line parades, traditional Dixieland jazz, and reverent New Orleans jazz funeral traditions. Now, the Hot Tamales jam at local Boston clubs. They perform at Mardi Gras as a Mardi Gras band at theme parties and as a second line brass band for all types of parade. So keep an eye out for them. The Hot Tamale brass band. Fantastic.
Fantastic hot tamale. I like hot tamales.
Yeah.
I like hot things. I see Minnie Mouse.
Yep.
And if you're looking, you'll see Glinda, Elphaba,
Yep.
Mal, and Red.
Yep. And Batman's thrown in there just for a good measure.
And Taylor Swift.
That's not Taylor Swift.
That is Taylor Swift.
It is?
Yes, it is.
I thought she was one of the descendants. But you're right, that's Taylor Swift for sure.
Next we have the Making
They're
Magic character
fantastic.
performers. There's Bluey, Glinda, Elphaba, Mal, and Red. Last Taylor Swift and Batman, and of course Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Batman is having a great time there, hanging out.
Yep, he's saluting.
Yep. Yep.
Hi, good to see you. Nice parade.
Yeah. He's singing bass for Taylor.
It's hard to yell when you have a gruff voice, but he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Now we can hear him coming up behind the Hitmen Brass Band from my former hometown, Rochester, New York. The Hitmen Brass Band was formed in 2002. Word is that they are the finest incarcerated musicians in the history of New York State Department of Corrections.
What?
The band would like to thank the town of Wakefield for having them and the New York Department of Corrections for granting permission to perform for you today.
They're the finest incarcerated musicians in the history of New York. The band would like to thank the town of Wakefield for having them and the New York Department of Corrections for granting permission to play today. Take it away. Next, we have the Wakefield Youth Hockey League. Here for the Hockey Lights, the 2025 champion Little League. The Little League Angels. They won the Little League Angels for Little League 1 year for the championship this year.
And they're accompanied by a 2016 Ford F-150. And a GMC Denali. Oh!
They're
Love it.
giving their favorite chant, "Let's go Wakefield." Written right here in Wakefield, Massachusetts.
Awesome.
Oh, followed by some more cars. Here we go. Here comes the Corvettes.
I see a whole bunch of
Look out.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to have to do this by memory. I don't have it in front of me, but I believe this is a C1 Corvette or C2. Say mid-60s.
Okay.
Cherry red.
This is one of your favorites, I know. These are the North Shore Corvettes of Massachusetts. They've got 10 beauties with us this year, spanning over 6 decades of design and horsepower from 1961 to 2024.
That's right, 61.
Yeah, which
that is
one's
a
your
C2.
favorite? I love that. The 61 may be my
Yep.
favorite. Oh, but yeah.
That's a
That's like in
C4.
the 80s, right?
That's from the 80s, absolutely.
1961.
I always thought the lights looked like they blink. I think that's pretty cool.
I would say this is a similar model, but I think that's more a late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm. True New England fan with their Patriot sticker in the back.
Followed by another convertible, which looks fantastic.
That's a gorgeous car.
Yeah. Oh, it got the lights out. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, and the lights down.
Yeah.
I believe one of those lights was winking at me.
Was it?
So
Well,
don't get jealous.
I won't. That's okay. So cool. Now those are made of fiberglass, right? Or they used to be. The old ones were
The
made of
bodies are,
fiberglass.
yes.
Yeah.
The bodies are fiberglass, which makes them lighter and
Are they
more
still made
agile. I believe so.
Really?
Followed by a later model. That's probably a 2000s.
You think so?
Yeah, I believe these are in age order. This is definitely kicking in the late 90s, early 2000s.
What kind of horsepower do you think these got?
Oh.
All of it?
For all the horses.
All the horses.
You remember those Clydesdales? Yep, that's the horses. I've heard numbers up to like 300, 400 horsepower. Some of the engines can get up to 500, maybe 600, but
Ooh, I like the rims.
it's pretty
on this
dangerous.
one. Those are. Some
You like the
fancy-
rims?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some fancy looking cars. It's got some stripes. So what do you say? They go 0 to 60 in
Oh, maybe anywhere from
3 seconds?
3 seconds to 4 seconds.
That fast, huh?
Yeah.
We have the crowd asking them to rev their engines. So, yeah. But these Corvettes are being overtaken by a bike gang right now.
That's right, the Wakefield bike gang.
Wakefield. Yep. And we got one lowrider kid. He is the baddest of the bunch.
Yeah.
That kid will take out your kneecaps.
You won't even see it coming.
Nope, not at all.
Sweep you off your feet.
Yeah.
I like this blue one. I like whatever those
That's a great color.
ingestions are on the sides for air. Here, oh, this is fantastic.
Oh,
this has got to be,
brand new.
yeah, 2020 deep red. License plate says, "Oh please."
Oh please, from New Hampshire. Whoa.
Yay. License plate says something else.
Yeah. That's an actual license plate number. That's amazing. They are very, very cool cars. Looking like they wanted to speed right up, but
But they're in a parade, so.
testing their brakes.
That's right. Here we go.
Yes.
The 7th Regiment Drum and Bugle Corps is an open-class drum corps international youth performing arts ensemble.
They're visiting us all the way from New London, Connecticut.
They take to the road each summer for 6 weeks to perform and compete against other drum corps in stadiums across the country. The 7th Regiment is operated under 7th Regiment Youth Performing Arts Organization, a nonprofit organization, as you said, based in Connecticut.
Regiment Drum and Bugle Corps from New London, Connecticut.
Coming up. just below them, behind them.
Eventually.
Yeah.
I believe that we're going to get another little performance here before they arrive. Goodness.
Right. Let's hear it for
10 and 15 pounds each more.
Okay.
Good job, everybody.
It's all fun and games when you're 16. When you're 42, that back. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a marching band back in later in life.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of middle-aged marching bands. Yeah.
Well, we are on the lookout right now, Brian, for a few classic characters to help round out the parade this year and keep the crowd smiling. See who we got here. I see Doctor Strange.
The Joker.
Yep.
Wolverine.
Snow White. Elsa, Spider-Man. Yep.
Let's hear it for the Joker.
Spider-Man.
Doctor Strange.
Oh man.
And here we go.
Not to be denied. You cannot deny the energy coming off of this next band.
Here we go. We got the Blues Brothers, the Next Generation. The Next Generation was formed in 1996 for a school talent show, and they never looked back. Kyle Turner as Elwood Blues, Greg Dorfman as Joe Dixon, and later John Denmarco joined the act. bringing us home, Brian.
They are, in fact.
All right.
We have reached the end of our parade.
Thank you, everybody, for coming today.
Thank you, everybody. We had a great time. Again, my name is Brian.
My name is Christina.
Yeah, we will see you next year, July 4th, 2026, a date that marks the 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It's the United States semi-quincentennial.
Say that again?
Semi-quincentennial, also known as the bisequisextennial.
The bisequisextennial.
They make pancakes out of that one.
Or more simply, we can just call it the quarter millennial.
I just call it 250 years. However you say it, we'll be celebrating it big. Hope to see you next year. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, and happy 4th of July.